Hello, 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 hello. I will not be here that long. I was under the assumption, I don't know why, but I thought the trial for Trezell um started next week, but the trial started on Tuesday. So I wanted to play a little bit of the prosecution's opening statement. And there's a lot of information that has come out now that the trial is underway. I remember saying when I first started doing the case, when Amber and I were doing this case, when we found out all the information back in 2020, when all of this was going on, that the kids knew what happened to these little boys. I remember saying that. I said they need to get the kids away from those parents, the adoptive parents, because they knew what happened to those little boys. Well, guess what? They knew. So it appears, so they went missing in December 2020. Um, and there was no word. Supposedly, he was out getting firewood in the backyard. The boys were outside playing, really, in the cold. They were drawing on the, he gave them chalk, he said, so they can draw on the patio. Funny, when the police got there, you give any little kid chalk, crayon, whatever, it's going to be all over the place. There was no markings at all on that back patio. So, they went live, and let me see. I wanted to pull that little video because I want to show you guys. They went live, and I want you to look at the two of them. If you haven't seen it again, I'm sorry. I mean, if you've seen it, I'm sorry. I want to play it again. And hi, everybody. Hi, Big Bad Wolf. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Tina. Hi, hold on. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay, so let me just play this. I'm tired. I've been working and trying to close stuff, dealing with emergencies, and I had a call from work before I was coming live at 5:15. I had to take care of that issue. I had to log back in, and I did all of it from my phone because I left my laptop sitting on my desk because I will be in my office tomorrow. um Let me pull this up for you real quick so you guys can see this video. Okay, so here is the video. They did the interview they did after the boys went missing. They went missing December 20th. And I said, somebody had to be looking for these little boys because it came out that the foster mother they were with before, she had to have surgery, so she had to turn them back. She had to give them back to the agency, to the state. She wasn't going to be able to take care of them, but the assumption was once she was recovered and everything, that she would get the boys back. Well, once she recovered, she contacted them. Then she finds out the boys were adopted. She was confused because they weren't up for adoption. Okay, so let's just play this so we can see them real quick.
We just want to thank everyone in the community
Let me know if
for
you
all
can
the
hear them.
support we've seen. We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
So tell us what happened the night the kids went
Okay.
From our yard.
Okay. It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. So a lot of wood in this
Listen to this.
area right here next to our house. I open up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea they that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on
There he
the back
is.
patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. And keep them close. So I was playing with chalk, and I came in the house. I saw them there. In the house, came back out. I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, "Did you see the boys?" She said, "No, they should be outside playing with chalk." I said, "Well, I didn't see them." So I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized
Okay,
that I
let me
left the gate
stop that.
open.
If you guys remember, that backyard. There was nothing back there. There was just a fence and the gate was halfway open. There was nothing in that backyard for him to search the backyard. Nothing. Not a thing.
And I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that hadn't panned out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me. So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves. And I wanted to thank you.
He's lying. Look at his hands tucked underneath his arms. Look at him. Look at him. They were outside with no jackets on. But he said it was cold. You piece of trash.
You guys, that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to
And,
thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call, let somebody know.
Call the cops. Call California's city police department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything.
Didn't see anything. So right now, this bullshit right now is actually making me mad. So, they both pleaded not guilty. We're going to finish this, but they both pleaded not guilty. So now it's coming to light that one little boy, I think it was Orrin. Oh my God. Orrin died September 2020. I said it from the beginning, I didn't think either one of those little boys left Bakersfield. Okay. I never thought they even moved in that house. There was only one Christmas present under the tree for both kids. Okay. One present. And then someone left a present on the door. So, oh my God. Orrin died September 2020. He died in Bakersfield. One of the children said they heard a thud in the night in Orrin's room and they never saw him again. Now, they had 2 biological kids, 2 adopted kids. So they really had 4 adopted kids, 2 others besides Orrin and Orson. Okay. Then they said that Orson barely survived 4 days. That one of the kids, they were saying they were spotted in Texas, but Orson died 4 days after Orrin did. But then they said that they think that Orson went to Kern. No, he didn't. That child said, one of the brothers, one of their biological kids said it. There was so many people reported never seen those kids. They kept saying that, oh no, they had them on camera. They were coming. The neighbor had a camera, and all the kids were getting in a van. Oh yeah, the kids got in a van, but there was no video of Orrin or Orson getting in a van. Now, what happened was the mother of these kids was trying to get a hold of them because she wanted to see her kids. The kids had been removed from her custody. She had left them home with, I think, an older sister or the brother. I can't remember. Older sister and older brother. One of them broke their arm or broke their leg. And I'm just trying to get all the details straight. But they were removed from her custody. So the state took them. Just those two. I guess the other ones were old enough. Then we find out that his mother works for the California, for the state of California, for that adoption agency. Okay, we found out that she worked there, and there were several kids that have gone missing that were adopted under her watch, who she's placed in homes. There's been several lawsuits now. Okay, so they pulled the videotape, and they saw that the kids got in the van, but Orrin and Orson wasn't among those kids that got in the van. Okay, they weren't there. Let's finish listening to their lying asses real quick.
Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious. Okay. Ugh. They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if
Make
they
sure.
make sure. That's it. Because
The house.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold on a
If you
second.
got any questions?
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time.
The house is next to a field. I got to see, can I find those pictures of the house real quick? I'm going to let this play. Let me find a picture of this house so you can see there's nothing back there. Nothing at all back there. Oh, my God.
Time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted.
Okay, so did you hear that, right? The biological mother reached out because she wanted to see those kids. Orrin died September 20th, 2022. 4 days later, Orson died. The only reason they're reporting those kids missing is because the biological mother wanted to see her children. And my question was, when Amber and I did this, I said, well, maybe somebody that represented the state wanted to go check on the kids, just to make sure they were okay. They said, well, Heidi, after they're adopted, the state really doesn't go in and check on kids. I said, okay. I said, someone wanted to see these kids. I said, those kids never, ever left Bakersfield.
With her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back.
They're not your
So
children.
please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
Now you're standing outside. Why you got a mask on? I know we were in the middle of C19.
Gave them
You're not
everything.
inside. You're
Yes.
in the middle.
The car.
We're hiding
Yes.
their
Did
faces.
they get it? How did they get a search warrant? Did you
I-
guys?
No
I don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one. We
Yeah,
would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need
anything.
one, but
We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What
Let me
did they
find
take?
this picture.
Just tech, and that's it. Like our phones.
From the house? Did they-
Oh well, I guess should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay, so into the Okay, and I guess
I'm
I don't
trying to
even know.
find the
I see.
backyard, guys.
Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Uh, Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put, they have more questions. There
And
was
then,
literally a cop with us the whole time in
and
there.
he had sitting down. We would ask, can we go help? They had to
He
sit
said
down.
nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there. We
So it's
need you
not.
guys here in case we have more
I don't want you guys
questions. We
thinking we
don't.
didn't try. We actually
We
looked
tried.
before we called the
We looked.
police.
Yes.
And I'm just
Okay, I have
imagine
it. I found the picture.
mind-boggling part is the search for information. What
Hold
happened?
on.
Where are they?
Yes.
Yes.
Et cetera,
Okay,
And
let
etc.
me
when yeah,
stop this.
And
Let me
just
show
so
you this
we are able
picture.
to present the information.
Stop it, because I can't stand your line anymore. Let me stop sharing that and let me show you these pics. I want you to see how he searched the back. His eyes keep shifting. You're exactly right. Let me show you how they search this backyard. You know, he had to search the backyard, is what he said. He had to search the backyard, guys. You know, they got all this stuff. Here's the backyard. What are you searching? Here's the backyard. What are you searching? This is the backyard right here. What are you searching? Here's the backyard. Let me pull this up. Fair use. Oh, damn. Commercial, commercial, commercial. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. The ad's going to end. I should have had this backyard up and ready to go, but I wasn't even thinking about it until I remember when he said he had to search the backyard. I'm like, really? Really? Remember, they had chalk. They were outside playing with chalk. They were playing with chalk. Come on, play. That's not me. This is the video. There it is. Fair use. They charged them. Thank you. They were charged March 2022. Okay. I don't want to see her. See the back of the house? So what are they searching? What are they searching? See this backyard? Look what this look. I was trying to find the day that they went. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Coming in and out. Yep. Thank you. Now, we remember there was a big controversy about how they afforded that house. No, hi KK, how are you? Um, the video wasn't showing. Damn it! Hold on. Let me go back and do this again. I'm sorry. This case has really ticked me off for the longest. Hold on. All right. Let me start here again. Hold on. Here we go. I want you to see the back of the house. Okay.
Degree murder, child cruelty, 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and a false report of emergency. 23 ABC's Kristen Vartan has more from California City.
I guess I was shocked that there was finally a conclusion, but I didn't really feel like there was a definitive answer.
More than a year later, some questions are finally being answered about the missing toddler brothers Orrin and Orson West. For Paula Thompson, it did not come as a big surprise to her that the people arrested were the adoptive parents Trezell and Jacqueline West.
Even my parents say they, in that whatever 6 months they were supposed to be renting that house, they never once saw
They
anybody.
purchased the home.
And their kitchen window like faces,
Shadily.
you know, the back of that house and everything. They're like at the back of the house several times a day.
Look how
They
he
never
searched
saw
the
anything or
backyard.
any
What's back
lights
there
on
to
at night
search?
or anything.
Paula Thompson's dad and stepmom live right behind this wooden fence. They say they could see right into Jacqueline and Trezell West's old California City home, where the boys were first reported missing. But they say they never saw Orrin or Orson West or any kids here for that matter.
But I did always think that that sounded really, really fishy. And even watching the interviews, like when it first happened and everything, like the body language
Yep.
and just, I don't know, they didn't seem emotional at all. They didn't seem distraught.
But neighbor Jorge Cuelapana saw something during his daytime walk weeks before the boys were reported missing.
And I remember seeing the van they have, I believe they have a white van, that they have backed up against the door, the front door, completely, like trying to seal
Never saw the
the
kids.
scene so that nobody could see who was getting out, going in the
That
house.
van was pulled
Cuelapana
up
says
to
he's
that
seen
door.
kids by the house before, but never the missing West boys. Cuelapana adding that the news that the Wests are being charged with Orrin and Orson's murder came as no surprise to him or other neighbors.
I mean, how two kids can disappear in an hour and 15 minutes? The guy says he came out and started combing the streets for looking for the kids after 40 minutes when he realized that they were not there.
40 minutes,
I
guys.
mean, 40
40
minutes
minutes.
is nothing for a couple of kids. They should be hanging around there.
In California City, Kristen Vartan, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
Okay. So that was that one. So I'm going to let you hear the prosecution's open statements. So this is the backyard that he had to search. What is he searching? What is he searching? Nothing. What is he searching? So there was a big controversy. You see this van? There was a big controversy about how they purchased the home. It was some shady business going on with that. How they got the lawn, everything. This is when they were there searching. These are these beautiful little boys right there. This is when they went to court when they were arraigned. So it's just sad, very, very sad. But the mother contacted those people because she found out her sons had been adopted and she wanted to see her sons. They never made it to Corns. Never, ever, ever. Hi, Claudia. How are you doing? So with all of that being said, he said that the back gate was open. They took all kind of sonar equipment over there. They searched. There was no footprints. You're absolutely right. You know this case. There was no sign that those boys ever lived in that house. So when I first heard it, I said they're guilty. And if you guys remember, Jen, my friend, the psychic, was on. She said they were never in that white van. It was another van that was like this older model, and it was like this shitty brown color, is all she kept saying. Well, guess what? They found that van, and guess who owned that? Guess who owned that van? It was parked in front of a vacant house. Trezell owned that van. Trezell owned that van. She always said that she felt that they would buy a big tree with a not a lake of water, but there was water nearby. But they were near a beautiful, like a little brook area. And when she was describing it, Crazy Cat Mama was in here, and she was like, "Oh my God, I think I know where that's at." She wanted to go driving, and she goes, and she was like, "I've been to, it's a park." And all of these things were being flooded into them. People were saying they saw them in Texas. They were sold. If they were sold into, at one point, I was actually hoping they were kidnapped because that meant they would still be alive. There has not been one sign of those kids. And their trial started yesterday. Yesterday is when their trial started. And I think I have the prosecution's opening statement. Hold on, let me make sure. Yes, I have the prosecution's opening statement, guys. So hold on, let me share my screen so you can see this. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to start. Yeah, the creepy van. He owned that. She said it was an older model van. Okay, this is the one. I need day. Wait a minute. Hold on. Which one do I need? I need this one. Day one. That's the one I need. Hold on. Let me put this on a bigger. Let me hide this and make sure you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. Let me play it.
Not only were they not in the van on December 19th, that they hadn't been in the home in California City also.
As testimony and body camera footage was played from the night the boys were reported missing, officers questioned that the boys had left through the backyard as the couple claimed.
Their bodies have never been found.
Never.
Have never been found. Even with the attempts of the California City Police Department, the Bakersfield Police Department, the FBI.
The prosecution also stating that the West's other children all claimed the boys were gone long before that night, and that neighbors claimed to have never seen one or both of them. But the defense attempting to poke holes in the investigation.
Their sons, Orrin and Orson, are missing.
Look
and
at
we're
it.
here because
Look
it's
at her.
easier to charge them than for them to explain why they couldn't find them.
Not their
During
son.
testimony today, defense attorney Alexia Torres-Stallings questioned officers who initially reported to the 911 call. Torres-Stallings asking one officer about a firearm from the home that night that he could not recall until she showed video of it in his possession. And attorney Timothy Hennessy claiming Cal City Police
Now,
believed the
Timothy
West were
Hennessy's
involved from the
representing-
beginning.
And sometimes they say
Giselle.
some things that are true,
They
but
both
Cal
have
City
sons.
doesn't want to hear.
Hennessy asking one officer on the stand about an interview with Jacqueline West, claiming he lied to her about the extent of the investigation, and the officer agreed, stating it was a ruse to see how she would react.
Because they can't answer where
They
the boys
can't
went.
lie to you.
And that trial is set to resume Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. For 23 ABC News, I'm
Thank
Veronica
you.
Moore.
So the prosecution said they never made it. So Cal City had the case for the longest. A lot of cops, the chief resigned. They mishandled the whole case. Bakersfield stepped in and took the case over again because those boys were never in Cal City. Hi, Nico. Hi, Nico. How are you? They were never in Cal City. They never, ever moved in that home. And even the neighbors said when they were moving from that apartment, they didn't see those boys at all. They had been deceased since September of 2020. If the boys were really missing, they would be crying, thank you, telling people to still look for them. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Trezel's brother is actually head of the, what is it? The NAACP in DC. Well, in that area. He's one of the big wigs there. The grandmother, they were interviewing her who worked for the state. This is crazy. She is the one that placed those boys, and that adoption was so quick. I don't know if they even checked the residents, but they were living in a 3-bedroom apartment. Was it 2 or 3 in Bakersfield? They had a total of 6 kids. He didn't work. She didn't work. They said that Jacqueline was really abusive. There was a video, and I think I still have it somewhere. I'm gonna have to do it, showing her screaming at Trezell. They said that she told him what to do. And if you realize in that interview, his eyes kept shifting and looking at her. They said that she told him what to do. She ran him. So you have two biological kids. You have two other adopted kids besides Orrin and Orson, and you're living in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. What state is going to place those kids there? What kids are going to place, what state is going to place those kids there? Never worked. Never, ever, ever worked. Now he's ex-military. This is crazy. This is crazy. So then, you know, they have him sitting there and she's looking. They never went looking. The grandmother lied and said that the FBI came and took the kids into custody, the other kids into custody because they were getting death threats. Well, honey, the FBI doesn't come and take kids and take into custody. The state removed those kids from you. They separated those kids. And I said, as soon as those kids felt safe, they would start talking. Guess what? They started talking. They never found the bodies. Everything they have is circumstantial. And that's basically that's what they're going to trial on. That's exactly what they're going to trial on. So, and then I have one more. Hold on a second. I have one more video that I wanted to show you guys before I get out of here. I still need to get back and do some stuff. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it. Make sure I have it over here. I'm going to put it on full so you guys can see it. Okay. Here we go.
Gentlemen, this is Trezell West.
There he is. Look at him.
West.
Shifty. Look at him.
Their 2 sons are missing.
Look
Their
at
sons,
him.
Orrin and Orson, are missing. And we're here because it's
And
easier to
there's any
charge them
tears?
than for
He
them
looks
to explain
crazy.
why they
Look
couldn't
at her.
find them.
This is the last known photo ever taken of Orrin. It's recovered from the cell phones that were seized in this case. This is the last known photo of Orson, taken in the apartment at Lotus Lane.
Yep, Lotus Lane.
July 25th, 2020. Now, during one of the interviews, and it'll be played for you here, Jacqueline West talks about how she talked to her kids about Orrin and Orson. She said, I told them, pretend they're not here. Just act like they don't live here. Just go do your work. She talked about what she did with Orrin and Orson. I always keep them separated. I keep them separated. I focus mainly on schooling while they're playing. They don't really play together, but they have played together. I just don't know. But that's essentially what happened to Orrin and Orson. They were in that home, but they were kept separate.
Yep.
And then ultimately, sometime in September, they were killed and have not been seen since then.
There we go. There we go. What do you guys think about that? Yep, he's twitching. Yep. So wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. There we go. I'm sorry. I didn't take it all the way off. So that is what we have right now. So I'm going to watch. I'm going to try to watch a little bit or just watch Court TV later on. I still have some work to do. I have so much to get done before I fly to here Friday. So I will be giving an update. I don't know if I'm going to come live. I might just do like just a pre-record to let you guys know what's going on. They were kept separate. They were kept separate. when I'm telling you, when the cops went to that home, there was a Christmas tree up under, there was presents for all the other kids. Underneath that tree, there was one present with Orrin and Orson's name on it. One damn present. There was not a single shred of clothing that belonged. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a sock that was there. None of their clothes were there. So tell me how those boys moved to Cal City from Bakersfield. The neighbors at Lotus Lane, they did a search. They were searching all by the water. They had people out there. This other guy, I can't remember his name. I was following him for a while till I realized it was all about him getting money and shit. They organized all of these searches for these kids. The best thing was when Bakersfield took that case back over. But for like 6 or 7 months, it was being handled by Cal City. So the trial is going on. It's actually on Court TV. And there's another channel that's covering it. It's a news station out of California that's actually doing, I think CNN is covering it too. So with that, I just wanted to bring you guys back up because I mentioned it when I was live on Sunday, and I stated that I would be following up with that case because I started it when we first heard the news, myself and Amber. We were following up on it. I did another follow-up a couple of times, and I have a playlist with Orrin and Orson stuff on there as well. So, but I will be keeping track of that. Lori Daybell is coming up. She's getting ready to come up. She and Chad Daybell's trial, the Doomsday murders, they're getting ready to come up as well. So I will be doing that. Hopefully, once this is my end of the fiscal on Friday, the 31st. I fly out on Friday, the 31st. I'm probably going to have to take my laptop because I might have some other stuff to do. But we're closing books. So it's been really, really busy. And everybody knows I have been swamped for the last month. I haven't been able to do too much, but hopefully everything will start easing up. We're starting a new fiscal and everything will be good. But I will see you guys. Hi, Danielle. Hi, baby. I said I was going to call you earlier, but I was swamped at work and I was still training somebody to make sure that they're able to handle stuff that's going to be going on next week when I'm not here. But I hope you guys have a great, great evening and send prayers out for everybody that needs prayers. Please just keep people in your prayers and pray. I'm going to get out of here. This is the shortest live I've done in a long time, but I have a lot of stuff to get done. I just want to say thank you for being very supportive and being here. And I'm sorry I had to reschedule, but like I said, I had a work call that I had to take, and I thought it was going to take like 30 minutes, but once we got everything together, it didn't take, well, I was still almost 30 minutes late, but still sorry about that. And I will see you guys. Crazy Cat Mama, push, pray until something, yes, pray until something happens. Yes, pray, pray, pray. Crazy Cat Mama, she's here. Keep her in your prayers as well. Today has been a really rough one for her. Thank you, Slim, for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. Come back again. There is another case that I will be covering when I come back from vacation that was sent to me. Also, I'm going to do caregivers. You know, what does it take to be a caregiver? And I have a really good guest that's going to be on with me. I spoke to my guest last night, and we're going to get it scheduled when I come back. So we really had a good conversation, and she was telling me everything she's gone through as far as taking care of her mother and dealing with other family members. And I know there's a lot of us that have, you know, that at one time or the other, I know my sister and my brother, they're a caregiver for my mother right now. She's had surgery. She has a rod in her leg. She really can't do too much. Yes, sincere and classic. You do know the case, Slim. Sincere and classic. Justice for them. Yes. And the mother, oh my God. And the minute I heard about this case, I said someone had to be looking for these kids because nothing added up. Nothing added up. Nothing. And come to find out, the biological mother had reached out to them. So they had to do something because she wanted to bring them presents. She wanted to see her babies. They had to do something. And the something they did was to report those kids missing, had the gate open, and all of that is open space out there. What the hell? They were playing in the backyard with chalk. There was not one piece of chalk, no nothing, markings on the patio or nothing. Get out of here with that. They deserve life imprisonment. They deserve it. And no parole. The grandmother needs to go to trial too. Because I think the grandmother knows more than what she's saying. I really do. She knows more than what she's saying. But anyway, you guys have a good evening. I will see you guys. I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow with Debbie or not. It just depends on what I get done. And but I know we didn't go live last Thursday. I've been really busy, guys. I'm serious. I am so sorry. I've been really, really busy. But I'm going to try to get with Debbie and see maybe we can do a small live tomorrow night. But when I get off here, I'm logging back into my work laptop because I got some stuff to finish out. Thank you. Yes, Slim. Thank you for coming in. But sincere and classic. Yes. And they're together. Wherever they are together. And it's just sad. It's sad. And that grandmother, she's not a damn grandmother. She lied. She lied. She lied. And she should be on trial and she should be complicit. Because I know she knows what happened to those boys. I know she knows. If her son is such a wimp and a simp, he's told his mother. She knows. And she did a whole lot of covering up. Praying for her. Yes, thank you so much. But okay, guys, I will see you later. Slim, thank you for coming in. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Tomorrow, if I go live, it's going to be a fun night, a little fun, and then I'm off for a week. So there will not be a live on Saturday morning for Love After Lockup. Hopefully Danielle can watch it and she can get you caught up. Oh, well, I shouldn't say this right now, but Derek was arrested. He was arrested. He posted $100,000 bond and he was let out. So there's a letter I have from the attorney saying there's two sides to every story, but a felonious assault. So I can't even get into that. But Friday morning, I'm going to do a live because I'm working from home Friday morning. I'll do a quick live around 5 o'clock in the morning, my time. So it'll be 8 Eastern and 7 Central. So I'll do a live Friday morning. Okay. And Danielle is going to get you all up to date with Love After Lockup, what happened on Friday night. So I will see you guys Friday, maybe tomorrow. Have a good evening, and I will talk to you later, guys. Bye. Thank you for coming.